Hello, Jenna. I'm not putting my face inside of this video, like, as best as I can, and it's not, like, working out for me, but, I mean, I was gonna, like, stop and restart it because, like, I hate this angle, but then, like, I got a notification on Facebook. Jenna Jones commented on whatever the fuck, and I was just like, oh my god. Apparently, like, I just need to start this now. Because I've been sitting here like, oh my god, I don't know how to start this video. I just don't know. Because, well, it's kind of an interesting route to go for the thing that Dee Dee and JC and everybody and is doing for you. So, anyways, I'll just tell you why I'm making this video. So, earlier today, or when I woke up, Dee Dee hit me up and she said, well, she tagged me in this group chat everybody was doing, and she's like, Mariah, I don't know how nobody has told you about this yet, but we're doing a thing for Jenna. And I'm like, God, it warmed my heart. I'm like, God, I really miss how everybody used to do things for everybody. She told me that she's gonna, like, fork your yard and shit, like they did to Eddie and Sarah, and, like, that cracked me up for sure. Anyways, it reminded me, of, like, how much love came about from the relationships that I made just working at McDonald's, And I really hope that, everything that you receive, everything that they do for you, I hope that it reminds you of the same thing. Like, there's an insane amount of love that was built in that little Mick family of ours, and honestly, everybody inside of that group chat, I remember I met them at McDonald's, but I don't think any single one of them still worked there. Like, I'm pretty sure we all moved on at this point. But, like, some teams just don't break apart. It's like TV shows like Criminal Minds. I always related us to the BAU, but anyways, I'm making this video for you because she told me basically that we want to give Jenna a pick-me-up and, remind her that she's loved and that she is beautiful and that she is, inspirational and that she's Jenna. And just to, she didn't say all of this straight up, but I can read between the lines. So I'm making a video for you because I've spent the past year I've been really, really focused the past few months on spirituality and the tarot. And I mean super hyper focused. Like, I've done a lot of healing, and I've done a lot of studying, and I've done a lot of readings, and I've done a lot of magic, and I've just opened myself up to my own power. And before I made this video, I tapped into spirit, and they're telling me to share this with you because I think that you're kind of in a place where you're not recognizing your power. It's like you can sense it, it's there, you can feel it, but I think the word feeling for you right now is very heavy in the sense that you're not allowing yourself to do so. Like, you've got so much built up inside. Like, so much resentment, I believe, for yourself that you're harboring. And it's because you're completely aware of your self-worth, but you're not treating yourself with love the way that you know that you should, and the way that you would tell others to, the way that you have told me to so many times. And I'm starting to really just ramble at this point, I feel like, so I'm just gonna get into the point. I'm doing a tarot reading for you with my Haindl Tarot because I just feel like I need to. What I'm gonna do is see what you need to hear right now from me, from Spirit, from your friends, just what Jenna needs to hear right now. That's the question here. And I'm pretty interested to see what they have to say, because, you know, like, I always saw Jenna as somebody that I look up to, but she's feeling so vulnerable right now. And I get a little weird sometimes while I'm reading. I'll forget, you know, like, that I'm a person that's talking to you, and I'll, like, take on this narrative of Spirit, you know, just because, I don't know, I'll start to trail off. Anyways, just bear with me. You've bared with me throughout these years so far, so I'm sure you can handle a weird-ass fucking 20-minute video of me shuffling some cards for you and shit. Let's see. We're feeling 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm gonna go with. Just do that. Yup. That's what I'm doing here. So, Spirit, please tell me, what does Jenna, my favorite Scorpio in Oregon, what does she need to hear right now? Her and her little Scorpio self. And don't worry, I'll show you the cards. I'm sure you want to see them, but I'm just going to get them out first. I don't really know how many I need. I just know that, I want to tell Jenna what she needs to hear right now. What does Jenna need to hear from me, from Spirit, from all of her friends? What is the message that we need her to hear? Oh boy, if there isn't some Scorpio energy here, I don't know what Scorpio energy looks like. And I say that just because I've got my Mother of Wands sitting right next to my Daughter of Cups. I'll get into that, but I'll just start from the beginning. So first card I got for you is my 8 of Stones. And then right afterwards, 9 of Stones. So keyword for 8 of Stones is knowledge, and the keyword for 9 of Stones is material gain. So first thing I'm hearing is you simply are it seems like you're probably sitting around trying to come up with ideas of how you can move forward, and thinking to yourself, like, why the fuck haven't I moved forward? And also at the same time, like, I don't want to move forward because of that energy that you're in, where you, like I said, like, I'm sensing that you're having trouble really feeling in general. Like, you've gotten to that point in depression where you don't want to feel anything, and you're not noticing your destructive behaviors anymore because you don't have the energy anymore. You don't want to work on it, and you feel like you've gotten to a point where you just have no idea what else to do. You're just like, this is cool, I'm floating through life, but what's the point? Like, that's what I'm hearing right now, is just that you're sitting there like, what's the fucking point? Like, even just, I'm sensing that when they gave you all this stuff, you probably cried. And as you're looking through it, you probably felt so much love, but by the time you went home, chilled out, laid in your bed, and you've finally opened up this link that I sent to you, I think right now you're just thinking, like, what's the point? Like, sure, here's all this stuff. Sure, people care about me, but I still just don't see it. I just don't see the point. I don't see the point in working for this life that I just kind of don't think I'll ever reach. But I can tell you right now that you will reach it. Just to clarify, but all these ideas, all these things running through your head, I'm sure it feels like a storm sometimes. And like, there's literally two sides to your mind right now. Like, you're so torn that you can't even put yourself on a path on any sort of plan. You're just confused. You're lost. You have a lot of thoughts roaming about how you're going to move forward. And that takes me to these next two cards I have here that I was telling you about earlier. Mother of Wands in the East, East. And she is represented by Kali. Kali is the Hindu goddess of destruction. She's known as she who is death, or she who is black. There's a lot of myths about how she came to be, but the one that is coming to my mind right now is that she is literally the shedded skin of this other Hindu goddess that I can't think of the name of right now, but she reaps destruction in a way to protect others. That's pretty much the story behind her, because despite the fact that she represents destruction, she's also, you can see her, she's like giving birth to something here in this image. She's a representation of motherhood in her own sense. She's like a warrior mother, somebody that you can always be looking towards for protection, for guidance, for passion, And it's interesting that she's sitting right next to my Princess of Cups, Daughter of Cups, Bridget of Ireland. This is represented by the North, so she is, in this deck, she's a representation of purity, pretty much.